From the top, boys. From the top. Fuck the Mets. Fuck the Mets.
Fuck the Mets. Go Seattle.
Well, it's good to see everybody
Did
back
Cincinnati
at
lose?
bell time. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
Cincinnati lost.
Here, this guy.
Sorry.
But angle
Welcome
here.
to bell
Oh,
time. So here we
what
are.
do you mean you got nothing to say?
Hmm?
Let me see. Where was it gonna start with this?
No, their defense isn't good.
Bro,
I'll tell you this.
Detroit's winning
I
the
was actually
division.
looking forward to NXT's little PLE and No Mercy at one point. I wanted to listen to it in the back, outside today. Did not get there. A few other chores in a way, but what have you. I did not get to that point, but still. We got our usual Raw and SmackDown coverage and going away. Getting into that, though, it's like, okay, I'll cut through it a little bit, then we could just, we'll do our usual thing. And we had Cody Rhodes on the mic. Yes.
Did any of us watch No Mercy?
I did not yet.
Neither did I. I was going to watch it tonight.
Okay, yeah, that's a better idea. I will do the same. Do you have any time tomorrow? Half an hour? 20 minutes?
Did we? I don't know, man. I don't even know what's happening. Anyway. I don't even know what's happening like 2 hours from now.
Okay.
Do we know the results of it?
Yeah, I'm sure we do. Yeah. I'm sure it's posted.
Yeah. I did listen to I think the first match or so.
So I guess Obafemi's going to the main roster.
He lost.
That's the $1 million question. I think that's where a lot of this had been going.
Well,
not only
you know why they gave the belt. Ricky Starks has the belt because why? Is it because he's undeniable? What is his shit? What is his gimmick? It's because he's tight with Cody, man.
Right.
Who fucking cares about Cody?
Well, yeah. I was gonna say a side note though. We should just let's talk about Obafemi first. There could be a lot. But still, yeah, that seems to be the $1 million point and the $1 million question, and at all hours does point. He could be a big splash. I don't know if they're going to make him out to be like the next Brock Lesnar.
No, what are they going to do for everybody else?
Is he even that good? I mean, he's a big dude, but I honestly don't even recall seeing any guy's matches at all, and I've watched them.
But let's see.
Yeah.
Everybody that's come up that's had the heavyweight championship from NXT. Say their names. Where are they now?
Fucking almost everybody on the main roster. Okay. Where are they now? The first NXT champion was Seth Rollins.
That was the first one. Okay.
Roman Reigns was NXT champion.
After the Shield came up.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor.
Okay. Nakamura, no longer with the company. Finn Balor's buried on the Judgment Day.
Where did Nakamura go?
Have you seen him in the last 3 months?
I didn't.
I thought
he hasn't been around. Kevin Owens hurt. Sami Zayn, we don't fucking care about. Roman, he's basically just buying time.
Nakamura is on SmackDown.
He hasn't been on SmackDown.
Yeah, the last time I saw him on TV, you're absolutely right. I couldn't recall.
All right, so keep going after Nakamura.
I mean, there's guys not with the company. Samoa Joe.
Gone.
Who else? Bobby Roode. Karrion Kross.
Carmelo Hayes buried. Braun Breaker. Kind of, they're working with him right now. They don't.
Tommaso Ciampa.
He's buried on a tag team. So
Johnny Gargano. He's also buried on the same tag team.
So they don't know how to write these people in. Yes, they do great in NXT, but when they come to the main roster, unless they get the heavy push like Austin Theory did right off the bat.
And he never held the NXT title.
Breaker is basically the only one that's really had a push, if you think about it.
He's a little botchy himself.
Over the last 2-3 years that's had the NXT championship, Breaker's the only one that's really had a push.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. I don't know if they're going to try to make him out Femi out to be a beast, or like I said, hope he doesn't get buried. I'd rather have him succeed big or fail big.
Right. At least push him. See how it goes. You didn't do that with a lot of other people.
No.
So I just hope they don't bury him. Like Trick Williams had the belt, but he stayed in NXT after he lost the belt.
Bro, you know exactly what's going to happen to Trick Williams. Eventually, he's going to move up to the main roster, and then they're going to put him back in a tag team with Carmelo Hayes because neither one of them can get over on their own on the main roster.
Right. Well, they're trying to push Kamala Hayes right now, supposedly.
What, with the Miz? You don't. Yeah. That's like the kiss of death, man.
Well, unless he goes to American Gladiators, what do you want him to do?
The Miz sucks, dude. You putting anybody with the Miz, they're getting buried.
The Miz is a worker. He basically helps you. That's basically all he is for right now.
The
He's
Miz,
entertaining.
Yeah.
The Miz is he? Does he entertain you?
No, he does not entertain me.
The Miz is stupid, man.
So is Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn got the huge push.
Bro, I'm not. Sami Zayn shouldn't even be the fucking company.
No, it should have been Karrion Kross that got the push and not him.
Where is Karrion Kross now? What is he doing? He's just on the Indies?
I think he should have. I want to maybe, what is it, 6 months they can't wrestle in another company? Or is it 6 weeks?
No, he's performing on the Indies under his original name, Killer Kross.
Right. But he can't sign with anybody else till, what, 2 months? 3 months?
Yeah, I think it's like 12 weeks, something like that, more than.
So it's
that's
3
my
months?
Guess.
All right, so it's basically about a month. We'll see him sign within a month.
He wrestled in Game Changer Wrestling, which is it's one of the bigger indies. It's not that big. I think whatchamacallit is in that shit.
Cardona.
Fucking what's his name? That stoner that was Cardona's in that. Cardona's in all the indies. But then
Indies, isn't he?
Yeah, Matt Riddle, the fucking guy stoner that used to be with Randy Orton. I think he's the champion of Game Changer Wrestling. No, he's the champion of Major League Wrestling.
Yeah, MLW. And they just, that's the thing. They just had I don't know if it was a PLE. God knows what they would have, charged for something like that, or what. But yeah, they had a show with that recently.
That's where Fatu was. Fatu had the Major League Wrestling title. Look at him. He's getting fucking buried now, too. They're putting him in some shit with Drew McIntyre. That's what I saw on the highlights of SmackDown on YouTube.
Yeah, he beat him up with his walking boot.
Good. Like, you're going to bury that guy? Or you're gonna put him in the title picture?
Well, they've been burying Drew McIntyre for a while.
Let Fatu fucking take the title from bitch-ass Cody.
Cody shouldn't even have the belt.
Where's fucking Alistair? I mean, where's
the Alistair? Still, Mike?
I mean, I hope it is. Where's fucking what's his name, bro?
Alistair.
Where's Gunther?
Where's the ring general? No, I thought that was. I mean, I thought there was an acting role or some sort of responsibility like that. That's what.
I mean, he wasn't something.
But that was a rumor. Shit, no one talks about that either. There's a lot of interesting things like that. It's like, okay, no one really talks about versus, we haven't seen Gunther.
Ludwig Kaiser got.
We haven't seen him since he lost the title to CM Punk.
Yep.
And then, what's his name cashed in. So we haven't seen him since SummerSlam, which was towards the beginning of August. So it's been almost 2 months since he's been on TV. We know where his boy is. He's the Americano, but
that's not him.
No, I was going to say, when was the last time we saw Ludwig
in person?
Let's go back to
right when Gable got hurt,
which is sad because this guy Marcel Bartel has a lot of talent, and they're not utilizing it at all, man.
He doesn't want to show his face anymore because he's no longer with Tiffy.
So what? First of all, I can't believe that this guy actually, he comes from, good German promotions. His father was a wrestler, and they give him a name like Ludwig Kaiser. It sounds like a fucking cartoon Nazi, it's so stupid, man.
It does. It is too much. They could have.
And he agreed to that shit. I mean, he's getting paid, so why not? Right?
Well, that's the thing.
Same thing with Gunther. Changed his name. It's not as bad, but
yeah, they creative and a lot of other things. That's what we're seeing. A lot of those. They just want the product, I guess, coast until this whole merger thing.
The product isn't good right now.
See what's going to come out.
The product is not good right now.
TKO. What's that?
The product is a mess. They can't wrestle properly. They can't even count properly. 1, 2.
Boy.
She didn't raise her arm. You can't even fucking do a match properly anymore.
In the middle. In the middle of the year when, Cena was doing his little heel bullshit, like we were actually wanting to watch the stuff. And now I'm just like WrestlePalooza was fucking bullshit except for Stephanie Vaquer winning.
That was the only
Right.
thing worth watching. No one cared about
Right.
Cena
Right.
versus Brock, but it's just
The Cena Brock match was such bullshit. Brock didn't even suplex him once.
no. There's no quality in these matches anymore. I'd rather have quantity right now. At least put a shit ton of matches out. Like we were talking. Me and Tim were talking last week. Where what was it? How much was it for tickets for the PLE in Utah? Was it like $200 and something?
Right.
And then we looked at Madison Square Garden for Raw for Saturday Night Main Event, not Saturday, for Raw, and it was like close to almost 300. It was like it's a ridiculous amount of money to go to a show.
I
And
wanted to ask you, do you want to go see that Raw in Madison Square Garden?
No, because it's not worth the money. I'm not paying.
But why don't we just get nosebleed seats?
It's still $100 and something.
Fuck that. You know what?
It's more like $200 something.
Well, yeah,
Listen,
like
this is what I think about that, right? We live in the Hudson Valley. Tim lives way further away from us. Honestly, bro, that shit ain't worth going to the fucking city for. First of all, the ticket sitting in a nosebleed section where you can't see shit is worth over $100 plus to travel to get down there and to be in the fucking disgusting ass city now. Like, fuck that. I'll sit in my living room to watch that shit on Netflix.
Right. And you don't hear the commentary. You just see the video. It's not worth. We were talking about this. You told me the day before that All Out had how many matches? Had 14 matches, 14? Correct? WrestlePalooza had 5 matches.
Right.
If you look at AEW's ticket prices, they are cheaper than WWE. So the amount of money that you're spending and the quality and quantity that you're getting is not worth going to a WWE pay-per-view. Or even
I don't understand.
They don't do house shows anymore.
Rick and I watched that shit. We watched that shit, and it was 3 hours with 5 matches. Like, that's crazy.
That's a lot of filler. That's a lot of commercial. That's a lot of bullshit.
Oh man, there was so much fluff,
and there wasn't even
good. I mean, the entertaining bullshit.
The entrances alone.
Even on regular Raw and SmackDown, you're fast forwarding through 15 minutes in the beginning just to get to one single word out of them.
Yeah,
like it's ridiculous. Like the first 15 minutes is them walking out. There's no point.
Let's get into SmackDown.
Let's have them in the ring already.
I know that whole show though. Just the one vignette with the bronze and Rollins there. It's just like that was the main. I got an RKO out of it. I'm happy and entertained that I got an RKO. I missed getting a 3D in the same night, but here we are.
And we know Ron's going to lose the fucking.
But meanwhile, the whole rest of the show, I'm not going to do bother commentating on it. I'd bother doing a show on. As it is, we're dealing with the bona fide Deja Vu matches. Yeah, we had this exact same match, 4 weeks ago. I don't remember the outcome of that. I'm not going to remember the outcome of this one. It is a pointless, stupid feud. We're dealing with some of the tag team stuff that we're doing. Here's what it comes down to with TKO. They are just dick slapping. Every separate cheek on all of our bodies, just dick slapping us all with this bullshit.
So what should we do?
You don't do is dick slap money out of the Mark's hands, and that's kind of what they did with the big penis, just the money.
Should we just fully support AEW at this point? Should we just?
I'm excited with. I'd be excited with that. I'm thinking. 2 was like, okay, I watched both. Actually watched probably more of AEW, but I still can't remember as much of what happened. Of course, wasn't the emphasis, but it's like, yeah, I would not mind cutting back to that. It's a different product altogether. Would you be okay with that, Craig?
What, watching?
Scale back down to...
I would have to find time to watch it.
Yeah, well, then stop watching Raw and SmackDown and NXT.
I don't watch SmackDown. I don't have time to watch SmackDown because you can't. It takes fucking 3 hours to watch it. I don't have
You
time.
can't
for
even
that.
watch the newest episode anyway.
I watch basically
Especially when
Raw
you
and
you
whatever
you
pay-per-view
go
that
through
I watch.
those 3 hours and you only have like maybe 5 minutes of entertainment, and that's not even a match. That's just I miss squash matches that were over in like 5-10 minutes, and I don't mean this speed shit either. I mean, like, okay, let's get Braun Breaker against a local nobody. Let's get Hammond Eggers back in there. Let's see some of these you know rookies, these green guys, get squashed and broken.
Yeah, what happened? You never
Sorry,
see jobbers.
is that too 80s wrestling
Well,
out of me or what?
no, but like AEW has that shit all the time. They got fucking jobbers, depending on what city they're in. They got some kind of local fucking jerk offs come in there, and then it's, the team has a squash match for fucking 2 minutes, and that's it. Like, they never do that in
Here's the thing, though.
WWE ever.
Right? No. And here's the thing, though. I don't know if AEW is going to be it's still going to be a touring company, but not a regularly touring company, I don't think. As far as,
No, they're just
going
touring
the
around to
country and doing
smaller
shows.
venues. They're doing much smaller venues than they used to. I mean, if you go into the AEW archives on Max, right, and you look at some of the earlier Dynamites or the pre-COVID, because during COVID
Okay.
they were in Daly's place the whole time, wrestling to no crowd, whatever. But if you look at the first year of their existence and you watch the Dynamite episodes and you watch the PLEs of theirs, like fucking huge crowds in huge arenas, and you're like, what the fuck? And then 5 years later, 6 years later, it got scaled down to, from fucking Madison Square Garden to the 2300 arena. Like,
Despite my affinity for that place, just old school ECW. Mark, that's just my whole yeah.
they couldn't sell
you definitely
tickets.
see
Man.
bits.
I saw a live AEW event in the arena in Buffalo where the Sabres play, right? And it's a fucking arena. A hockey team plays there. They have shit, concerts, whatever. Dude, there was like that place was half empty. Like, they needed to, that's why they can't do arenas anymore. They do like larger venues with their big events, but I don't even know if they can continue to do that.
Well, that's the thing, though. When you look at the WWE, everything that they're doing is in direct competition. And even with
I don't know why there is no competition.
But
like, there's no
well, yeah,
AEW can't
TNA is
compete.
basically a part of
TNA bet on the right
WWE.
horse, man. Yeah,
they're trying to tie in with the WWE, but that's the thing, though. They're going to use that and squeeze out. I mean, every show and every PLE, they're directly assaulting AEW. They're trying to make it not exist, and that's the thing, though. What they are doing is monopolizing. Total monopolization is what they're.
It's really no different than like 2000s TNA and Ring of Honor versus WWE. That AEW is basically at a TNA level. I mean, back in the day, TNA was fucking better than AEW, but it's a secondary promotion, but it's not. There's no competition there. They can't fucking compete. I don't care how much money Tony Khan and his father have. Like, they can't compete. They don't have the product. They don't know how. They could have a great roster. They just don't know how to book it right. They keep saying, this is where the best wrestle. Is it where the best wrestle, really? Or is it a bunch of fucking rejects?
Well, that's the thing. Where the best wrestlers, the top tier is definitely going to be WWE. The only way to see that is paying $15 here, $30 there, and it's getting into be a prison movie. This is taxpayer with the.
Yeah, but at least a prison movie can be entertaining.
No, this is just pound. I guess we're getting dick slapped around by the WWE. That's the thing. I'm thinking AEW is going to adapt, if not, improve. I'd like to think they are going to give them at least the ECW's worth a run for the money. I mean, I would see WWE losing a large bit of the market share, probably more than we think, to AEW. Especially the more and more they continue to squeeze their grip on the products, and just the way they go about it, it's insulting. It's one insult and degradation to us wrestling marks after another. I don't like where TKO, and I don't like where it is going. Well, what's the reasons behind that? Could just be Triple H booking. Could be Triple H getting old, selling out, not giving a fuck. Any reasons of the above.
Triple H is supposed to have respect for the business.
And what does he do? That he puts on that the reality show. It's like the last thing we need is kayfabe of our stars behind the scenes. We don't.
You know, as fucked up as this sounds, I want to see if Vince will actually put together a promotion to try to put something on television that is even an alternative to AEW.
How about he works with AEW just to throw?
How about he buys AEW and then he does to WWE what WCW should have did fucking 30 years ago?
Ooh.
Yeah, but the thing is,
if that ever happened, if Vince bought it just for the fuck of buying it and work with Tony Khan, I mean, in that as if in that situation, how many would come over? Then
I don't think if he bought it,
would be requesting out of the contract.
Tony Khan would be out.
Right, but the thing is, people left WWE because of Vince McMahon, so that wouldn't help the talent that's there because they don't like him as it is. So they would leave again because they don't like Vince McMahon. That was the reason why some of these guys left, because he was hard with them. He wouldn't pay them or he wouldn't do certain things, and people left because of that. So, Vince ran the company. Most of the people that are in AEW were under Vince McMahon that worked for him.
Right.
Now, if he went and bought them and then all of a sudden is running it, you're going to see another turnover again, this time AEW, and probably back to WWE or TNA or whatever other fucking companies out there that might do a startup. So, I don't know. It's just...
Oof.
Bears won, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, there's the booby prize for the week. That's everything else. Going to crap, but yeah, we got that in there. And how they? What's their record so far?
They're 2-2. They should be 3-1, but they're 2-2.
Yeah, mother of the useless miracle.
Fucked up against Minnesota and just let Minnesota crawl back in, and they should have just put a nail in the coffin.
Well, they didn't do it. They were playing the Raiders.
Yeah, and they came back to win. So,
listen.
At least I have a team that knows how to come back and win, I guess, right? Because our other team fucking lays down when they're losing. So, but It's just, I don't know. If Vince partners up with Khan and AEW, I think it would be more of an issue because, as I said, I don't think people liked him, and that's the reason why they left and went to AEW. So,
but out of that though, there's probably even more that are just loyal to Vince for whatever. Probably because
they were loyal, they wouldn't have left.
What's that? Well, yeah.
If they were loyal, they wouldn't have left. He would have kept them.
No, there's a bunch of people that are still there that are loyal to Vince.
Yeah. Oh, you mean in WWE?
That's what I mean. How many would jump over? Anyway.
It would be an even swap from AEW. They would leave and it would just be more of a mess.
What if Vince brought John Cena with him to AEW?
John Cena's not wrestling again. He doesn't need it.
What if The Undertaker went to AEW?
Undertaker's not wrestling.
No, I don't
know.
But same shit that he's doing now. It's the same fucking talent that he's training that's not fucking going anywhere. They need to fix their training and they need to fix their fucking writing staff because these people are fucking horrible. They don't know how to fucking do matches properly. There's constantly errors and issues with the wrestling matches and now the referees. The writing is fucking horrible. They should do at least 7-8 matches per show, and they're not even doing that.
Yes, exactly. No, my point is still, I'll make this public as fuck too. Just seriously, they could save so much money too. Just fire the writing staff because, like you said, damn. And two, hire us. That is the $1 million. That's the bank right there. Seriously. Let us book these matches. Let us write some of these vignettes. I got chills just thinking about it, just the potential of just letting some things go and rain and things it'll be awesome. instead of predictable Olympic stuff, what we've been getting.
Because who's writing the shit, man? Suits.
TKO.
Suits.
And that's the thing, though. They lack imagination. They lack writing. They lack. I mean, not all of it is all their fault, but that's the thing, though. When you look at the mid card mosh pit of random wrestlers that that is just full of. And full of potential, no, people been getting buried in there for one reason, backstage or another. When you get into, like a LA Knight who needs a push for the title, just give him at least one title run. It's like, oh, he's, yeah, okay, you could, here's the thing, you could work up the younger guys. You could work up the younger guys while this is just going to piss me off. He
was TNA champion.
Who was?
LA Knight.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's gonna say, okay, I had something to go with this. I was gonna go over during the one match there, and okay, I get an RKO. I'm happy. I'm entertained with the $30 a month investment that I'm already paying through the nose for between Peacock and Netflix, that sort of thing. And it's a beautiful match when you see Rhea Ripley's technique and style in that ring, and but then you remember that this is not reciprocal, as you're just fucking insulted with obvious fake. They don't get a good side rant here. This is awesome chance. This is just one of the many penises to the face that we have sustained. This is awesome chance while you see the arena sitting on their hands, just anticipating the rest of the match. Whenever no one is visibly yelling, much less yelling in unison. It is just so. I mean, like I said, people just sitting on their hands at that point, which is okay. They're watching for the rest of the match. It's not every possible second doesn't have to be standing on your feet, standing. Oh my God, that's the thing. It kills the moments in the ring. I mean. Now when we get this is awesome chance, it kind of rings hollow. I mean, that was their moment, the wrestler's moment. That was us cheering for that moment. And here's us taking that moment away and just playing it over loudspeaker when people are not visibly cheering. They are visibly not chanting, "This is awesome," during a segment into a commercial break. I mean,
well, they're doing that shit in AEW for real. They're playing recordings because the crowds are nothing. Whenever Mercedes Moné comes out and it sounds like CEO. Nobody's saying fucking CEO. Everybody hates Mercedes Moné.
It's those insults, it's those degradations that on the production end, you don't think anything of it. As a fan, you don't think too much of it, and until after a while, you just realize it's just like this is just. At this point, this is just dickish, and they really not tone it down or nothing. They just kind of ramp down on it. But that's the thing, though. It's like it's not their moments. I mean, these are our moments, and I mean, those moments based on the wrestlers. The performer's ability to tell a violent soap opera that excites the hell out of us, or at least it used to. Then you got the Nia Jax botch and the corporate selling out. Like I said, while this is going on, I was probably genuinely more entertained out of AEW, even if it's just kind of nonsense or even a gimmick match. I want to see where the hell it goes. Sometimes nothing could be going on, and then just like, what the fuck was all people brawling? I want to see what's next.
It doesn't make any sense.
I was gonna say with AEW, just a lot of things that they can't get away with on they could get away with on Netflix, but on Netflix it's been so hit or miss with the PG-13, but it hasn't been PG at all. It's been very G. It's been very
we
white.
thought going on to Netflix, like somehow the content was going to become more adult, and I think it's worse.
Right. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, it is definitely Y7.
Not even. It's TV-14.
Why be on Netflix then?
Yeah, that really does take away from it. I mean, if nothing, okay. This is me being me. Just if you're gonna go for Monopoly, do it right. Just straight up buy AEW. Buy that whole arena. Put the ECW logo back on it. Stick Paul in there. Paul, you could live at home. You don't have to tour around. You could base everything out of here. You could be the booker. You are not to touch anything in management. But yeah, just go nuts. I want I want actual extreme. I don't even want the PG-13. Like I said, I want MA rated professional fucking wrestling. That was me when I was 13. That's me how many years?
All right. So play
devil's years later.
Okay.
But still,
you can't do
decades later. It's still exactly my point is the same.
Make it a shoot.
Like if you watch, like Mike, you're watching some of the '90s stuff. Listen to what they're saying to each other. Listen to how they treated certain people and what they actually said. You cannot do that anymore. It's 30 years ago. It has changed so much that what WWE did during the 90s and how they portrayed people and what they said and the shows they put on, you can't even sniff that now.
Yeah, we've become a very pussy society.
Trish Stratus do a striptease in the fucking ring, where Jerry Lawler was like googling over, like drooling. They can't do that now.
Bro, I seen fucking Beulah and Francine rip each other's clothes off. For real.
Yeah, I know. And that was entertaining because this is entertaining.
But that was ECW.
But now you can't do that. And that's what's hurting wrestling. Wrestling is a violent activity. It's supposed to be violent. It's supposed to be brutal. And you can't go certain lengths because you're worried about concussions. You're worried about this wardrobe malfunction or saying the wrong thing.
They're more concerned with the kids in the crowd having an all-family audience than this, that, and another thing. But I'm just saying, it's like, okay, if you have NXT, if you have, some of these side shows and this, that, and another thing going on, I mean, there's a few others that are still running as far as production every week that I even you don't even follow or know about with the WWE. Just use one of those shows. Make it MA. Like I said, they want to disassociate themselves from WWE as much as possible if they're going to go with that sort of extreme route. But still have an extreme route for us guys. You're gonna get more of your target audience out of a small ECW show than all this shit going on to put together. Seriously, they're going about it kind of wrong, and I don't think it's going to play out. That I think they're realizing that now. It's just like when they start to say it's like, okay, WrestlePalooza fell flat. Well, let's see how the next couple go. What happens if that doesn't go too good? Is just like they kind of cancel the merger, but still, this is a fun, exciting, crazy time. But to follow all the content of what they do and everything else in the ring, like I said. Did we want to cover more AEW? Make that the intent. We'll do Raw and basic, state of the week, or we could just do, kind of state of the week stuff of things that jump out instead of.
That's all.
What's that?
Just do like whatever jumps out at us. Complain about things. Be what's interesting.
Not much is jumping out.
I know. We can just do the same thing.
Well,
after banger, after banger,
after banger. After banger.
Speaking of which, where the fuck is Sheamus?
Yeah.
No, I know. With a lot of these guys, though, I think they had. They said something, or at least I heard rumor why, like Gunther, as an example too, wasn't around. And like I said, it's not injury related. It's just like, okay, they had a small role somewhere. Could probably take a couple weeks, kind of thing. That's why I understood for Roman Reigns too. But he's getting a full blown. He got full-blown vacation time.
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
And meanwhile, it's like, okay, getting into first. That's one thing I should have got though. Is up was the card for Perth. And meanwhile, go ahead, look that up. But I was just going to say though.
It's going to be champion versus champion. So Tiffy's
well, no. Now that we got John Cena, Cena's going to do the honors one way or another for AJ Styles and Perth. And that's the thing. The thing with Cena and why he would be, I'm thinking losing these matches on purpose. He reversed the finish that he had with Brock Lesnar, because that whole match with Brock Lesnar was just to point out that, okay, he's put Lesnar over as a beast. And with that, John Cena, reversed the finish. And you just don't do that unless you're fucking John Cena.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't care about Brock Lesnar. Who's he going to fucking wrestle? They're just going to have him lose anyway.
Well, that's the thing.
So lose to Roman Reigns.
So he's going to do. He's like I say, he's going to do the honors and lose to AJ Styles in Perth.
Roman.
And regardless of run-ins and interference, Cena knows it's. I'll give him that. It's best to go out on his back.
No, it was best for him to go out with the belt and leave with the belt. And
there's only 3 matches confirmed.
What they were hinting at.
But
that fell flat. Nobody wanted it. Nobody booed Cena.
It doesn't matter. Who cares? Turn him face. But don't have him lose the fucking belt.
This shit is like 2 weeks away. There's only 3 matches.
Right. But the thing is, look, he lost to Cody. Imagine if he won. It would have been a title match against Logan Paul. It would have been a title match against Brock Lesnar. He would have been wrestling Seth Rollins instead of fucking Cody Rhodes again at Perth. And then who knows what would happen at Survivor Series. Like, you had matches set up for him to keep winning the belt, keeping the belt.
He could have wrestled AJ in his last match.
But no one cares about his fucking matches anymore because they're not worth anything. Ooh, I see John Cena. Yay, he throws a towel in the crowd.
There's nothing at stake.
No, there's nothing there. Like, this whole point of his retirement thing, him being an asshole, is because it was
the title.
Was the title. He lost it 4 months, not even 4 months in. What is the point?
Terrible.
You should have had it run to the end. Like, is Cena going to lose the belt? That was the big question. Was Cena going to lose the belt? Yeah, and 2 pay-per-views. He lost at WrestleMania. Ooh, big whoop.
In my opinion, this guy has had some career. This guy has had an amazing career in wrestling, right? And this last year of his career fucking ruined it.
Yeah. Him losing the belt and then losing the Brock.
Well, he wanted to tell a story and put on a show.
He could have still tell a story.
All of it fell flat. All of it, not that it wasn't compelling, not that we weren't into it. It's just as it came out and as we saw it, it's just, I honestly don't think it was there. I really think
people weren't taking him as a heel. Then make him face again. But he shouldn't have lost the fucking belt.
Why weren't people taking him as a heel? We loved it. He came in, he beat Cody. He beat Randy Orton. He beat CM Punk. Who the fuck else did he wrestle?
That was it. And then he lost against Cody again.
As a heel. Then he lost against Cody. Then he beat Logan
Paul.
These are all the matches he's had?
Fucking matches with the belt.
Here's a fun one we don't care. Is dealing with the Miz. The Miz is just kind of going off on various podcasts or media, things like that. He points out him and Cena, he wanted to be on Cena's last hit list.
You're right. He had a big rivalry.
The Miz is jealous of AJ Styles right now.
The Miz could have wrestled Cena. Fucking Cena hasn't wrestled Seth Rollins. Cena could have wrestled Roman. He could have fucking wrestled. Like, come on.
You did touch on something there. I'm wondering, because that would kind of make things kind of big. What would a big thing they would do? How about Rollins and Cena for the last match? Vision versus Cena. Good versus.
Doesn't matter. There's nothing on the line. Cena matches don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah. Do they have him planned? So, is this what they have planned, though? Like, are they going to have him win the belt in his last match and then he takes the belt home? Is that what's going to happen?
No, it's not going to happen. He's never going to.
That's what should happen. That's what fucking should happen.
That's the thing. I still don't think it's off the table for Cena to retire 18 and
not happening.
Keep the belt.
Who's his last opponent? Who's his last opponent then? Dwayne? Who?
No, The Rock hasn't been seen since fucking what?
And on the Saturday Night's main event?
Bring back Dave Bautista?
No. So how pissed off you're going to be when Cody beats Seth Rollins? So
that's inevitable.
Years. Cody's going to beat Gunther and Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Cody's got no business beating fucking Gunther. When I saw that Crown Jewel last year, he beat Gunther, I was like,
you were so pissed.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
There's a lot to be desired, and once again, for like not just the the writing staff. I mean, some of the production and things like that as well. Hire us three for pennies on their dollar. We could do the shit from here exponentially better and make so much more money than. I know they probably have like faith and things like that with the writing staff, and okay, maybe they have a background, this, that, another thing. But unless you're a real wrestling mark, it's not applicable. Um, I think they have too many people that are just like, okay, people that aren't, for say, wrestling fans, but they were hired for, okay, the more of the story writing, the certain progression.
Yeah, but then you remember who's like right in the middle of all of it too? That fucking ass suck, fucking Bruce Pritchard. Ugh.
Okay, yeah. Put him on the pile of layoffs that need to go and hire us instead.
He's such a.
That's a good one to include. Put him on the list, Mike. Put him on the list.
You know what really pissed me off about him too? Did you watch that shit? That shit Unreal. Did you actually watch it?
No.
Some of it.
Tim,
Try to.
did you see the episode when fucking like Abyss? You know, Christopher Park, who's a producer backstage now for WWE,
I like him.
who never wrestled with WWE, by the way, but was a TNA wrestler like his whole fucking career. But the way he was like sucking Bruce Pritchard's ass, like he was lucky to be there and shit.
I just want to make him happy. And it just
it's like made me want to throw up.
Yeah. Then who the hell was it? Holmes, it's like, okay, tone it down a bit and things like that, or don't beat yourself up over it. And it's just like, okay, I can see the point of wanting to do a good job. But the thing is, though, if it was anybody else, I'd be I feel like you more, but just knowing Chris Parks, though, he should have done a lot of weed or something. Probably would have helped him through his career or whatever, because you could tell he's a big guy. And don't forget, he's the monster fucking Abyss. And a smart, guy. But I think he's jittery, like almost like a socially mousy kind of guy. Like, just a giant, like he's a big guy, but he's so like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I think he'd be, if he had any job, he'd be like that with anything. But especially in this situation, it's like, okay, like you said, sucking Pritchard's ass. And it's just like, I just want to make you happy and things like that. So it's like, okay, you don't gotta say it in front of the locker room either. It's one of those things on the side. Just you could say, just like, having a cigar with the guys. Like, oh, okay, I can respect all that and things like that. Maybe if you want to, but that's the thing though. He did nothing wrong, and he felt like he fucked up. And that's the thing with the Abyss. He'll always be like that nervous, jittery, worrisome kind of just big baby. That's my take on it, being on this end of the camera. And it's a lot of, wasted, all this is wasted talent. I mean, don't get me with, started with the R-Truth. If you still want to keep the Miz around for certain things, all right, fine. Just, you have the awesome Truth. Either give him a run, and when he loses, just take him off wrestling. Give him their own show, like a Up Down Down, the Edge and Christian show. Just let him go nuts.
Well, he's there to help push people. Like,
yeah,
that's basically what he's there for now. He doesn't really wrestle anyone major anymore. So
right,
he's there just to help people. I guess just go through the motions, get comfortable with what they're doing, and make the big push. That's why they're pushing Carmelo now. Finally, he's been on the main roster for at least a year and a half, and this is the best they've been doing with him. So this is what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter who has the NXT belt, because they're gonna get fucking buried, because they have their favorites in the main roster, and that's all that ever gets pushed. Like, you mean tell me McIntyre couldn't get the belt again? It couldn't be David Priest on SmackDown. It couldn't be, at least somebody else on SmackDown other than Cody, Randy Orton. It couldn't be anybody else. It has to be Cody again. Like, Miz. Maurice.
It's gonna be. This is what we do, though. That's why it's news. I guess it's job security for us with this a lot of this nonsense, and
Job
trying to
security.
keep up
You have
with
to get paid
it.
for job security.
Are you
I'm
kidding me?
working on it.
Job security, Tim? We're almost talking ourselves out of watching wrestling, which means this whole podcast would be defunct.
True, but I don't know. I just think we're going to. It'd be better off changing gears then. Um, like I said, I'm not as familiar with the AEW product, but I'm not exactly with. Probably I can follow that better than NXT. Thing I can't tell you have to got people in NXT.
Well, because you don't know anybody in NXT. You know more people in AEW because they were in.
That's true too.
Like
Listen, I
So
think
so
that
you know Moxley. You know, like half the other members that are there. RO, Syndicate, Ricochet, and everybody. Most of, I want to say, 85% of the roster is from WWE.
they pass through.
nah,
That's one
a
thing I
little
can say
less.
with AEW. Almost
You
like
think it's a little less?
Because the rest of the roster comes from New Japan.
That's why I said 85%. It's either somebody that was in NXT or somebody that was in WWE.
I'd say change gears now if we want to get with that. Before I, like I said, maybe tomorrow I'll do a show on maybe I'll do a show on No Mercy tomorrow. Like I said, watch it that sort of thing tonight and whenever, and be able to. It is kind of disappointing with a lot of the stuff, and
Yes,
that's
baseball was disappointing this year.
I'll tell you what I'm not disappointed in. I'm looking forward to the next Triple R show.
Seriously, I concur. Between that and to a lesser extent Evolution, if they're able to recreate that. I hate for them to continue like a woman's occasional PLE and have them suck. But still, with the last one, between that and AAA, it's the thing. I like the side products more than the main product. To be honest, I mean it's been a lot of fun. I want to see Mr. Fucking Iguana. I want to see
That's
Psycho
why dudes have a side
call
piece.
me a little kid Mark, but Laparca doesn't do the chair dance no more. But we have Pentagram
Chair
Jr.,
dance?
who is a much better dancer anyways. Doesn't do the chair. You don't remember that?
I like Laparca's dance, man.
WCW back in the day, so you could stand up on the table and he'll like play a chair, and Mike remembers.
Of course.
But still, it's just like, it's part now. But that's we have Penta to do. Penta's a better dancer anyway.
Bro,
a little more suave and style for a guy with a horror mask on.
WCW Mark.
Yeah, old school Marks. There we go. But if we want to call for tonight, guys, I was just going to say what is really coming up this week. What is? Oh yeah, I was going to say what is the run down the card for Perth. Again, I got off on a tangent when we went up to
3 matches.
That's it.
They'll probably have total.
That's they'll probably have 5 or 6, but right now it's just Rollins versus Rhodes.
No, they are on a 5-match.
Tiffy versus Stephanie
Becker. That'll be rare.
Right. So you got the 2 championship matches: Seth Rollins, Cody
and then you
Rhodes.
got Cena versus AJ Styles.
So when did that even get set? You guys are talking about it like they've been talking about this for like weeks.
No, I don't. I just looked at it.
Like I don't remember him even talking to him. Like how did this whole thing even?
Unless they talked about it on SmackDown that we didn't watch.
It could be. I mean, SmackDown is an awful lot of filler. I mean, that's the thing. You go through.
So is Raw.
2-hour show, and it's like entrances and commercials, and like
he chose AJ Styles to wrestle at Perth. This is just him choosing.
And the Miz, and that's the thing. The Miz, that's just funny though. The Miz is so jealous of that. He makes the point, like, "Oh, I have more of a background with Cena and this, that, and another thing." Blah blah blah. But AJ. But that's the thing. AJ. That's gonna be a good match either way. And I hate to see who's going. There's going to be a run-in or something, but that's going to be fun.
Well, another match that might happen is Rhea and Io versus Kabuki Warriors.
Who cares?
Because Rhea.
Well,
that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Look, you know what they should do? They should cancel SmackDown. They should take the whole roster, put it onto Raw, make Raw like 4 hours long, and then just have one 4-hour show a week with the entire roster. And then just have a lot of matches
Monday
and
Night
less filler.
Titans. So the Tuesday Night Titans. We'll go. Yeah, like I said, A style it. And if they want to cut down on traveling and production, that's how you do it. I mean, Christ sakes, this is funny. Lock Sheldrake, middle of fucking no. I mean, this is not like Monticello. This is Liberty. This is past Liberty, New York. This is out where I went to college. Middle of nowhere and the frozen tundra. And in the middle of it all, you have. Sorry, I don't want to get too much off on a tangent there again. It'd be one of those pointless stories. But anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I hate for things to be underwhelming. You want to cut things down to a good podcast, but that's the state of the union. That's where we're at, and that's I don't know.
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
But I'll just stop here. At least stop